All right, Scorpio, welcome to your Gemini new moon video. This is Lauren the Mystic here. We're going to pull some oracle cards and some tarot messages for you to lean into what's coming up for you energetically with this new moon in Gemini. So welcome into the channel if you're new. I do intuitive readings. I really like to pull oracle cards and lean into the astrological energies and kind of go from there. So Scorpio, if you are Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, I welcome you. And Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know? Here we go. It is balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces energy. Okay. We're going to keep going. So don't forget, Scorpio, these are general readings. They may not fully resonate with you. Always check your other placements, especially your main three, sun, moon, and rising. It can help give you more of the story if you would like. And I do offer personal readings. If you like my style, I would absolutely love if you head right on down and hit that subscription button. Helps me to tune into your energy as I do these collective readings. Thank you, Spirit. We've got the lion showing up. Look at that, Scorpio. We're going to read this card. This is from a new deck. I don't have all the meanings memorized yet, but you're coming out with some very strong Leo and Pisces energy. So feeling a lot of sense of self. Yeah, and this has to do with also the tree. So your ancestries, your roots, your foundation, what you are growing. I just heard. Where are those? Oh, right here, right in front of my face. All right, Scorpio, let's get you an Earth Magic card for this new moon too. What else does Scorpio need to know, please? Spirit, show us clearly. What are they working with? Tell us about this balance. The lion and the tree. Beautiful. You've got lotus flower. So very spiritual again. This is about unfoldment. The lotus flower grows from that murky depth. It's got a really, really deep root, which is interesting because we've got the tree. I'm going to get a little tarot out on deck for you, Scorpio, but as I shuffle, I'm going to keep talking. So that lotus flower has that long root that feeds into the mucky bottom of a pond, and from that, though, it creates this foundation that it tethers it basically, and it allows it to float on the surface, to move and be a little bit flexible, but it's still tethered to the bottom of its foundation. And then it unfolds its beautiful petals. It symbolizes our enlightenment. It symbolizes our crown chakra, our spiritual growth. And the card itself is talking about the unfolding of that process. So I'm automatically really feeling like there's a deep soul growth process that's been underway. And something about this moon is going to be bringing forward this concept of balance with it. I just heard embodied. So for those of you new to the channel, I am clairaudient. I channel messages and I will start to hear my spirit guides give me messages for you. And I'll just speak them. So take them as they resonate. Let's see, what does this moon hold, please, for our Scorpios? Oh. Show us clearly, please, Spirit, for Scorpio. What does this moon hold? Yes. Okay. So here's where the balance is coming in, darling Scorpios. Let's get a couple underlying energies really quick, and I'm going to pull soul growth cards, and we're about ready to roll. I'm so glad that did not fall. That was a lucky catch. Ooh, I love this energy. Scorpios, this is a good reading. Okay, darlings, let's get a few soul birth messages for our Scorpios. Explain this, please, Spirit. Show us what is going on behind the scenes for our Scorpios. Yeah, okay, there it is. I love it. Time to slow down, darling. Time to slow down. Yeah, okay. So you need to slow down because you're in this deep process of creation. That's why. When I was shuffling the unfoldment card, I heard embodiment. So what I feel for you, darling Scorpios, is that you are going through, like everybody right now, everybody is going through massive spiritual awakenings and up levelings. It's crazy. And you are not immune, right? You are not immune to that. You are doing the same. And you're having a lot of this particular Gemini new moon is creating. So, Gemini is a sign of duality, right? Coming through strong in this card. It's of the higher mind. We can think of Gemini, um, it's a sign of Mercury, but you can also think of it as linked to Uranus because it has that ability to access that higher enlightenment, the higher mind. We think of it as the sign of the twins, which can also represent our duality, our light and our dark, or two polarities within ourself, that kind of thing. But to me, this is like our logical mind versus our inner knowing and our intuition and our ability to draw that in to this space of embodiment where this is how you show up. This is just now how you show up. You're able to combine that. It's not as if you're going back and forth between one or the other. This moon is bringing you into this space where now you're able to fuse both of those into one stream of knowledge, right? And it seems like this has been fueled by a lot. It's basically stressed you out a lot. It's created stress, anxiety. You might still be feeling the stress and anxiety. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes, and it's about your vision, about what you want, what you see for yourself, what you're trying to create and manifest. And what you're creating and manifesting is your 10 of Cups, your ultimate fulfillment and what it is you want in this life. And you're shifting into a higher version of what that was, an elevated version of what that was. And as you do that, it's ending a huge cycle. I just heard ancestral clearing. So maybe that's why we have the tree here, which represents our ancestry. It represents the tree of our family tree, right? Our ancestral roots, our heritage, our energetic lineage, the roots that travel deep within us on an energetic level from which we bear fruit. We come forward as our own unique self and we're this unique tree. But those roots then go deep into they penetrate into the soil, and it's the soil that our ancestors have walked on before. So it's very rich in those nutrients that we then bring forward. We often bring them forward as our greatest gifts and also our greatest teaching lessons, our greatest fears, our greatest stressors and anxieties and shadows. And so, darling Scorpio, I feel that you are closing out a chapter that relates to healing some ancestral wounding from the past that has to do with how your vision of stepping forward and creating this life for yourself, your version of the 10 of Cups, and you're incredibly passionate about it. Look at that. Just incredibly passionate about it. And for those of you, I'm going to get a little bit dirty here, Scorpios. So sorry, this is going to shift and cross a little bit of a line that I don't normally cross, but it just came through and I'm the messenger. So plug your ears if you'd like. Sorry for the drink, Scorpio. I needed to take a sip. This, all right. I don't know. I'm just a little bit embarrassed that I'm getting ready to say this to you, which is crazy, right? But this is very sensual energy. I'm going to start there, Scorpio. This is very sensual energy. You are birthing new creations based on your pleasure principles, based on what makes you feel good. And for some of you, you could be tapping into or tuning into a little baby bit of sexual magic, sexual alchemy, right? Your energetic ability to, I can't hold these straight. My hand was at the wrong angle. There we go. So it's your own ability to wield your passionate energy in order to create and manifest what you want. And so you might be finding you've got some new gifts. You've got some new gifts that are related to desire, related to love, related to your pleasure principle, you following what feels good to you, allowing it to unfold, right? Your soul growth cards that are behind all of this that we're discussing. The first one is the cosmic heart, which is really about you moving yourself. Look at these beautiful energies together. We've got the earth pulsing, which is slowing down, being guided by pleasure, tuned into nature, as well as the cosmic heart. So you're being fed from both directions. Don't let your mind go there, Scorpio. Just don't do it. You're being guided from the divine from above and the divine from below within Mother Nature, that sacred aspect of Mother Nature. And it's really guiding you into your expression of your sensual body, of your pleasure principles, on how can you create a life that is a moving prayer, a moving devotion. And you're recognizing and in communication with your spirit guides here, represented by the stars of the Pleiades, really tuning in again, coming through your intuition, helping you to birth new creations, to weave the expression of your soul into what you're doing. You're weaving your passion into what you're doing. And if there was something that you weren't sure about, that you had a question about, maybe taking a chance on, maybe should you go for something or not, this card is saying, hell yeah, Scorpio, jump in, baby. This is a yes. This is a giant yes. This is adventure, saying yes to change, going for it, taking a chance on all the possibilities. So a lot of passion about this new cycle and the ending of the old one. There's a lot of fire energy that you have here to pull from that will help you to alchemize and to create, right? You are creating with this energy as you go, Scorpio. So beautiful energy to tap into. Maybe I gave you a spark of information for something you'd like to research on how to do. I don't know. Whatever it is, I hope that you like the video. I hope that you'll tell me how this resonates below and hit that subscription button. Creating a community where we can get together and do extended readings, and you'll have access to all the extendeds in that community. You're also going to have opportunities for personal mini readings. We'll do lives and you can just jump in, we'll answer questions, and it's just going to be a small community fee for that. But I would love for you to also just follow along on the channel if you like these readings. I hope this has helped, and I will see you in the next one. Take such good care, Scorpio. I love your reading. Bye-bye.